What's up? It's the Lazy Sunday podcast, and guess what? We're back. It's been a long time, but we're back.
Don't sound too excited.
We're back. My name's Armin, and joined by my co-host, Mr. Aaron. Aaron, how are you?
Good. As good as one can be.
I think we haven't recorded in a month.
Slowly dying.
What? That's
as good as somebody can be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Slowly dying.
Yeah.
Well, we're all slowly dying. This
This
is our happy time for when we say we're slowly dying.
Never been happier than I am right now.
We're both bursting with joy.
Look, my shtick is the sad guy. You gotta bring some energy.
Okay. Yeah, all right. His shtick, sad guy. I am very happy because we haven't recorded Lazy Sunday in probably a month. Last time we recorded was right before March Madness. We won't talk about March Madness because we're still getting over the effects of
Did you know, is D'Angelo
depression.
Russell hurt?
Is he? Are you asking me? We just talked about this.
I know. Well,
Is he?
I'm trying to get you to stop talking about the Final Four.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
That's it.
I don't know if he's hurt.
But
He's
all
not
right.
played in a while.
So yeah, today we're going to be talking about.
Spencer Dinwiddie ran the point.
I have no idea who that is.
Number 8. He's number 8.
Okay.
Greg Monroe, journeyman, blow by.
But no, yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I don't.
Look, it's like me watching hockey.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know any of these guys.
Rondé Hollis Jefferson, Arizona standout. What a product.
Today we're going to talk about Celebration, what happened during that, get into some in-game talk. It comes out in 1 week. In 1 week's time, we'll be almost done with the movie.
Yeah, in about 30 minutes. 30 minutes and a week from now, we'll have finished the movie.
Then we're going to talk about some playoffs, what's going on in the NBA and NHL. And then get into what we've missed on what we've been watching and just movies we've seen, TV shows, what we're reading. Are we reading anything? I don't think
Have you been?
I've been.
Can you read?
Damn it, Aaron. Wait, that was a secret. Whoa. Trixie, what is she doing?
Well, I'm gonna, something just fell in my house. I'm going to go see if we're getting broken into.
All right. Let's get this thing going. All right.
Breaking news. D'Angelo Russell not hurt.
Not hurt.
Just hit a shot.
Aaron, how you been? Been doing all right?
Yeah, other than my the plague and another crushing defeat in person for Auburn. Other than those two things, living it up. The time of my life.
We've
not battling crushing depression.
It's been pretty eventful last month for an Auburn fan and just for sports.
This is going to be another defeat I black out. When people ask me to worst in-person defeats, this in Pasadena I will not remember.
I'm never traveling with you to a big sporting event.
I'm never going to one again. Are you kidding me? I'm going to Dallas in the fall, and I already feel bad for the Auburn loss. Kidding me?
Yeah. I think the only one we've gotten to see us win was SEC Championship.
Yeah.
This is why I say I used to be very superstitious about going to games.
Buddy, I don't affect the game at all.
We have no effect on the game if we go or if we don't.
I had to accept that a long time ago.
What you wear, where you sit, it has no effect. As much as you want to believe that it does.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It has no effect. I agree. So all you stupid people out there who wear the same thing and sit in the same spot all the time, you're idiots.
I do that.
Idiot.
I do.
I said it. I won't take it back.
I tell myself all the time, I still do it. Gotta change the juju.
Idiot.
Yes, I'll take that.
Well, you will because I said it. What, you think I'm going to take it back or something?
No.
Okay.
Go to more games. Watch us lose. All right.
Fair enough. Fair trade.
All right. So let's move away from crippling depression and let's go into something that made me very happy and much more optimistic about the future of this franchise. Star Wars Celebration.
Felt pretty good after it. Felt pretty good during it.
4 days of very good content that came out. Like every panel that I saw.
They did a good job spacing it out.
They did.
Better than years past.
Each thing got me more equally hyped for what they were talking about. Let's start with on Friday, the episode 9 panel, The Rise of Skywalker. Good.
We could start.
You could get rid of the if it was just Rise of Skywalker.
I say just call it Skywalker.
Squawker. Walker.
Yeah. How much do you really want to shorten it?
Star Wars Episode 9.
Millennials. All right. Well, do you want to start at the title? Do you want to start at the trailer? How do you want to start? Do you want to start at the panel? Where do you want to start at?
I'll do panel. Panel was really good. I enjoyed.
Very average panel.
Average.
I do.
Here's a hot take. Here's a medium, not hot. I would say medium warm.
Okay.
Most panels suck.
Oh no, they do.
Most panels are boring.
Panels with J.J. Abrams suck more.
Because he doesn't release anything.
He doesn't release anything.
However, that episode 7 one, when he released the name of Jakku.
Wow.
And I know.
Wow.
I didn't watch.
He's really good at getting you excited for crumbs.
Yes.
Because he doesn't give anything.
Yes, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. But
you know what the funniest part of the panel was? When he was like, "Oh yeah, we've got a new BB-8's got a new friend," and I think they expected a huge applause for the droid they were about to roll out, and they rolled out the Dio droid. I think that's his name. Nobody, almost no one cheered.
They're like, okay,
yeah, moving on. Next thing, almost no one cheered for him.
But I
changed my mind. I liked the panel. I laughed at the fact that no one cheered for that.
I liked John Boyega and Oscar Isaac.
They were the best part. They were the best part of the panel.
Talking about
every question that got asked to Daisy Ridley was like, "Oh, JJ,"
because she can't say anything.
I know. Why is Adam Driver never at any of these?
I forgot what he was doing.
He's just always been. He's never been in a
shooting a movie or something. He's always doing something.
Yeah. He's always working. So I guess.
But yeah, I agree though. Average panel. I enjoyed it. I watched it all. Almost.
Is that girl Lando's? Billy D.
All right,
Billy D was good.
That part, he was awesome.
But
he
did the thing that all old people do at the very end. It drug out a little too long.
Yes, he did.
It was very cool, and then at the very end, it drug out a little. But that's not his fault. That's
when he was talking about Lando and being like, "Did anybody die?"
Yeah, that was good. That was really good. He's still cool.
He's still so cool.
Still cool. I don't understand.
I had a smile on my face when he was talking, and I was just like, "Oh, that's Lando."
Yeah,
that was good. Yeah, let's move. So, panel, all right. Trailer. What'd you think?
I mean, didn't really give anything away other than.
I will say this: the Star Wars trailer, the sequel trailers, are some of the best out there. But best trailers that have come out the past 10 or what?
Are you talking about all trailers in general?
All trailers in general. All the sequel trailers. All the celebration trailers that they release have been amazing.
What was the first trailer for the
So Celebration for Force Awakens.
It wasn't Celebration. They didn't have Celebration.
Oh, yeah, for Force Awakens they did.
No, I'm talking about Last Jedi now, sorry.
They did.
Did they release a trailer?
Yeah. That's where they released the that's where they released it's time for the Jedi to end.
Oh, okay, that's right.
And then Force Awakens was Han saying, "Chewie, we're home."
Yeah, I actually like the first. A lot of
We've
people
talked
like
about this.
Yeah, a lot of people like the Han one better. I like the first one better, where it's just Kylo Ren's lightsaber, Finn.
Yeah. Every trailer
starts with breathing.
Yeah, and zoom in of their face.
Yeah, they're all pretty good.
But no, I've liked all the trailers for the first Star Wars. For these sequels, have been all very good.
Yeah, I don't think it was a bad trailer.
It got me more hyped.
Agreed. We texted each other right after it.
Yeah.
I was not that excited for episode 9. I am now excited.
Yes.
Now it did its job. I am excited.
And it made me realize, like, after that panel and that trailer, I love Star Wars. I forgot.
Yeah.
Star Wars is one of my favorite franchises on Earth. So, and it made me remember that.
Yeah. And my favorite, there was something from the panel that I hope is true, and I hope they stick with, is that they're gonna they're gonna be all together for this adventure. Yes. I hope that's true. I hope they're all together.
It looked like they were kind of hammering that home with the trailer because there are a couple shots of all of them together.
Yeah, like when they walk up on the Death Star.
Yes. Is that on Yavin 4 or on Endor?
I don't know.
I think that's Endor.
I think
because they show a little jungle scene.
I think it's Endor too. I don't think it's. No.
I think it's Endor because they had some unused concept art for stuff of her swimming to the throne room of the second Death Star. I think they're taking some of that and.
Well, I also think because Palpatine laughed. It's
the second Death Star.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's. If Palpatine is back,
I think he's got a pretty big role in the movie.
So did you ever watch? You watched the Clone Wars, right?
Yeah.
TV show. So there's an episode where
Force Vision.
Where Yoda travels to Korriban, I think.
Yeah, the Sith.
I forgot what they renamed it, but
it's Morban.
Morban.
They just changed the C for an M.
To travel to Morban, and he comes in contact with Darth Bane, like the essence of Darth Bane.
Yeah,
I think,
and then that's where the Rule 2 gets explained, like exposition for the audience.
And I think I don't think Palpatine, his essence is still there.
Yeah,
and it's all been leading up to and he's been. Something about his essence has been corrupting stuff. Yeah. He's just so bad. And so...
The worst.
And I just think he's not alive. I actually don't think... They might do clones. Kind of... They've already done it.
I think it's going to be... We're going to find out... Like, we're going to find out about Rey's parentage, and I think Palpatine's involved.
Yes. I think... You just find out from his essence explaining it. He's latched on to where he died.
Yeah, he's latched on to something
at Death Star there, and it's him trying to corrupt her or Kylo Ren. I think it's all going to come down to this.
I think Kylo Ren is full on bad.
They're not redeeming him.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right. The shot of him. We never get enough of him in the trailers. Like, they always hold out on him in the trailers, and I kind of like it. But, like, even with Force Awakens, Last Jedi, he was a little more involved because he was such a large part of the story. But
I wish they did made him more twisted looking, just going full Sith.
I wish he had the eyes.
He might. Maybe that's something that they'll show.
Yeah.
I don't think they're redeeming him. I think...
If he has the eyes and he's got like full on just leaning into Darth Vader, that's what I liked about him in the first one. He's just like, I want to be like he wasn't, but he's like he's striving to be Darth Vader. Like, that is who I want to be.
Or he's in a sleeper cell the whole time.
No chance.
No, I know.
That theory came. That old theory.
But yeah, I'm in the minority of people who like The Last Jedi. I don't love it. It's not. I don't want to.
I agree with you. I think it's a good movie. I am confused by a lot of the decisions it made.
Yes, I am too.
I think it didn't help JJ at all.
No.
It didn't. JJ, no favors.
If that was the last movie, it would have been perfect,
and that's where it ends. Like,
yeah,
I 100% agree, because when that movie ended, I know we talked about it when it ended. Like, where do you go?
I know it's
like it tied up a lot of things. Like, it didn't leave open other than,
which is why I wasn't that excited for Episode 9.
Yeah, it's because,
and it wasn't because I hated The Last Jedi.
Well, the Resistance lost.
Yeah,
like they lost. Completely. Like, I understand Rey is now like, oh good, she chose the light. They've got like 12 people.
We need to keep moving, but yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. So, okay, but so you think Palpatine is just gonna? You don't think he's gonna physically appear?
I think they're gonna be like, not a force vision or something. Yeah. There's gonna be his essence and his voice. His voice is gonna be there, and I think you're gonna be able to see him.
Yeah.
But it's not. He's not real. He's not actually alive.
Did you ever watch Rebels?
Yes.
So, like, I know Emperor Palpatine is alive in Rebels.
Yeah.
But kind of how the season spoilers for the season finale of Rebels, he appears as Senator Palpatine.
Yes,
to Ezra,
yes.
And he's trying to corrupt Ezra, trying to get into the place between worlds.
Yes, yeah.
Like he's using Ezra for his own gain, but he's just evil. He's a purely evil person.
I'll show you the clip of the Clone Wars when Yoda goes to Morban. I think that's like, because Darth Bane, it's just like where it's his tomb or something.
Yeah.
And it's not actually, and you just see him up there.
Yeah.
And you just see he's not actually real. It's all in his head.
Right.
I think that's what it's all going to be in Rey's head, and it's just Palpatine trying to corrupt her. And
well, Yoda sees a bunch of stuff. He sees,
and then a bunch of stuff happens.
Yeah, he sees a ton of stuff in that vision. I know what you're talking about.
But I think that's something that's going to happen in this movie.
I think we're going to get full on Palpatine.
Maybe.
I don't think
that'll be okay.
I don't think you bring McDermott out on the stage if you're not getting.
That's true.
Full on Palpatine.
I also think.
He's got the best. The Emperor has the best voice of all time.
Roll it again.
Do it.
Do it.
Oh, also,
do it.
This is
do it.
A little off topic, but Sam Witwer voices. Palpatine.
Great.
Clone Wars.
Great voice actor.
And some Rebels and Maul, and he does Star Killer and The Force Unleashed. He's very deeply seated within the salt. He's very good friend. I wouldn't be shocked if he appears in The Mandalorian. Him and Dave Filoni are very, very tight.
I think he might.
And he's good live action too, Being Human. He's on Supergirl right now. But he has a very good interview. I actually watched it today because I was thinking about this interview where he talks about how Sidious is purely evil, but he also has a good sense of humor. He thinks of himself as a funny guy. He gives a certain line. I can't remember it right now, but he's always laughing.
I've never thought about that.
He's always laughing.
Yeah.
He's laughing at his own jokes. He thinks he's a very funny guy.
Yeah.
Even in
my little green friend.
Yeah. Yes. He does Master Yoda.
That is fun.
I have the video. I watched it today. He did the line that he thinks where he's like, "Oh yeah, it's funny." It's a 1:38 video.
All right, but
keep moving. Move on.
You mentioned The Mandalorian. That was the next day.
Well, a nice transition.
That along with Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge, I might not be able to go there for a long time before the lines don't go from Orlando to Huntsville.
Yeah, look, that place will. When I do Galaxy's Edge, I'm staying in the Star Wars hotel house.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing the full on.
I might just go there as a grown-ass man.
Oh, yeah. Who wouldn't?
Without kids. Why would you bring kids to that?
Why would you?
Why would
Star Wars is for adults, not kids.
It's for adults.
Come on. George Lucas said that many times.
Yeah, this is for old men.
This is for middle-aged white men. Yes. No one else.
But yeah, Mandalorian looks sweet.
Sorry, it's an ad.
It's an ad. Come on, no free ads.
The Mandalorian looks absolutely incredible.
I think that it looks like it's going to be my favorite thing Star Wars has put out in a long time.
Agreed. Agreed.
It has the look, it has the directors, and it has the really good actors in it.
Yeah.
That will make it awesome. I like
star-studded directors.
Yeah.
Up and down the entire show.
Yeah.
Up and down the entire show. That is just absolutely insane. That who it's got for the entire show. Taika Waititi, Jon Favreau, of course, Dave Filoni. There's
that
other,
chick.
Yeah, the girl. I can't remember her name.
I can't remember her name either.
I can't remember her name. I know she's done a lot of good stuff though. They've got one Game of Thrones director. I think it's either Miguel Sapochnik or Alan Thorne.
I can't remember. I need to look at it.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Oh, you're purring.
I know.
We got a kitty up here.
We got the new cat, Trudy. Did we ever tell?
We
Trudy's
talked about
story?
Trudy. We talked about Trudy.
She broke her pelvis and now she's miraculously recovered, except she's scared of everything.
Yeah, I just pet her.
I know, it's insane. She's come a long way. But yeah, the Mandalorian, he looks great. I was saying this to you before we got on. Do you think he looks a little? I think his armor's
taller.
a little taller, a little bigger than Boba Fett ever looked.
I don't think they're gonna. I heard a rumor that he's just gonna be Boba Fett at the end. They're gonna announce that he's Boba Fett. I think he might meet
I think he's going to be
Boba Fett.
I think he's going to be. Where can I bet on it? Boba Fett's going to be in the show.
You think they're either going to show him?
Or he might have Boba Fett's armor at the end of the show.
Well, so you never read the Aftermath books? There's a guy that gets Boba Fett's armor.
They never say it's Boba Fett's armor.
It's Mandalorian armor.
It's Mandalorian. It's like pockmark. It's got the dent in the thing. Like, what, you think was it Cad Bane?
No.
Too old. He'd be
too old. I don't know if we'll see. I think we're going to see a lot of the old bounty hunters.
Like Bosk,
Forlom, maybe not Forlom, but
do you think this is IG-88?
They announced it's not. It's just another IG droid.
Okay.
It's an IG-11, I think.
Okay.
But still, that's the little clip that they showed of him doing that. Awesome.
Yeah. Who's the woman he fights? She is like a.
She is a rebel shock trooper, ex-rebel shock trooper.
What'd she do before this?
She was the actress.
Yeah, the actress.
She was at
she's like a very
Deadpool.
That's it.
She was in Deadpool.
It. I was gonna say
Gina something.
She's a very physical actress. Like she looks like she could beat up a Mandalorian.
Yeah,
yes.
But I'm excited for it. It looks
Pedro Pascal's voice is just good.
Mm-hmm. He does sound like Boba Fett in some cases. I don't think it's Boba. I think it's a new character. They have announced that it's a new character.
I do think and I think he is like Boba Fett's technically not a Mandalorian,
right?
So I think he is actually a Mandalorian. That would be pretty cool. Is he because apparently everybody hated Jango Fett,
right?
And they also
because he wasn't him
because he stole his armor. He stole the Mandalorian armor, and then so did Boba Fett.
I think. Oh, so we talked about what the show's probably going to be about. We watched the clip, leaked clip. Not a big deal. We're breaking rules.
Anti-piracy laws. Come and get us.
Dare you? Yeah. Come on, bring it.
Copyright laws. Well, Disney owns everything, so
I know. Even the police.
Yeah.
But
put a hit out on you.
Put a hit on all of us. I think that they announce. They say in the show that the Mandalorian is going after a 50-year-old
man,
and
they want the doctor, whoever the doctor is, wants him alive, and the Empire guy is like,
it doesn't matter.
He's like, I think you can hire him, you can bring him back, show that you killed him, or bring him back alive.
I think, and there's been rumors that there's a child involved, and it's about the Mandalorian protecting that child. I think this 50-year-old is the parent of that child. And that child and so he protects him. Kind of like get a little True Grit, a little Western.
I don't hate that. I'd be interested to see where this Mandalorian falls on the moral compass.
I think he's like a lone. He's a lone gunfighter.
Yeah, it's like a
Western cowboy type thing.
Yeah, but some of those guys are bad. Like in movies, they're the good guy to you, but in the world, they're still a bad guy.
Yeah, he's not going to be.
Do you think he's going to be a bad guy?
He's going to be an Arthur Morgan type from Red Dead 2.
I don't hate that.
I think you're going to...
Arthur Morgan's a bad guy.
Yeah, but he has some...
He has redeeming qualities.
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right.
I think he's going to have redeeming qualities. I don't think... He's going to be neutral between the new... And there's a cat. Yeah. Between the New Republic and...
Well, I think he's going to be loyal to whoever's writing that check, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever's writing that check. You saw where Carl Weathers in the footage was trying... He's listing all the bounties he has. He's like, I'll take all of them.
Holy cow, cat.
I know.
Trudy's got the zoomies.
Yeah, she'll be knocked out in 10 minutes. she'll be out. She's like a kid on a sugar high. Look at her.
She is on a sugar. I don't know what happened. There's some catnip back there.
No, but he tried to get all the bounties, and then all the other. Did you notice during that scene, all the other bounty hunters in the room are turning to because he's laying out all the contracts, and every other bounty hunter in the room's like what? He's clearly feared by the way he walks in, and everybody. They're immediately drawn.
Yeah, they know who he is.
Yeah. Also, we don't know what happens. We're about to know what happens with the Siege of Mandalore, with the Clone Wars. We're about to see that. So, like, do you think they get decimated?
Well, moving into that, I think moving on from Mandalorian into the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars panel was the next day. I think so. In Rebels, don't they go to Mandalore?
They do go to Mandalore,
and it's
pretty war torn. The Empire's runs all the families.
Okay,
but Sabine says she's going back there to take care of to free them from the Empire.
I think,
but it's war torn. It's like they crushed the entire top of they bombed the planet so much that it's really bad.
Huh.
And all the high families work for the Empire, and if you resist them, you die. Is essentially what it was made out to be.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was like more intense than I thought it was going to be on Rebels.
Yeah, that is. I think they'll pretty much not destroy it, but in the Siege of Mandalore, they'll do something. I'm interested in that. This last season of the Clone Wars, it looks pretty cool.
Well, the Mandalorians are going to lose.
Oh, duh.
Yeah. Well, and Maul's going to lose.
Yeah.
This is Maul.
Maul loses, but he becomes head of a crime family. Oh, you haven't seen Solo yet, though, have you?
I've seen the first hour and a half now. It's okay.
Yeah, but it turns out Maul's in charge of.
Yeah, I've seen that post-credit scene. I do like that.
Yeah.
Sam Witwer voices him. Ray Park does him, and Sam Witwer does the voice.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. But I'm excited for this. I'm excited for Disney Plus.
Dude, Disney
Plus. This stuff looks great, and if it's it's $6.99 a month,
and then it's even cheaper I think it's $69.99 for a year.
Well, I'm getting it.
Yeah, I'll get it for you. You get all the Marvel movies, all the Star Wars content, Pixar,
all these shows are coming out, all the Marvel shows. Yeah,
yeah, it's 100% worth the money.
And our last thing from Celebration, Jedi Fallen Order.
Look,
EA gets a bad rap, and deservedly so, because they have put out 2 Star Wars games in the past.
They should be happy they're doing it under Respawn, because Respawn is very good with the public right now.
Yes.
So
it looks great. Great trailer.
Well,
we haven't seen any game footage, but that trailer was great.
That's the thing. EA was the main developer for Battlefront and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Respawn is the developer for this, but EA is the publisher.
Yeah.
So they get a say in how everything works, but they're not directly doing it.
Yeah. I think everything I've heard about, EA redirected all resources into this.
I think it's going to be...
They shut down shop on a bunch of games, Star Wars games, to put resources into this.
Cameron Monaghan looks really good. I like him as an actor a lot.
Yeah.
So.
It looks good. I'm very excited. I think your bet's I'm not gonna get your bet.
Plus 5.5 looks tough right now.
Yeah.
They started fouling Ben Simmons, and lo and behold, the 51% free throw shooter made a lot of free throws.
But yeah, it looks fun, or a great trailer. We don't know how it's going to look.
I don't know what the gameplay looks like, but he never used a lightsaber in the entire trailer.
Turned one on, but...
He turned it on, but we never saw
apparently going to be a lot of lightsaber fighting.
I think it's going to be less force because he was just a Padawan.
Yeah.
And he's not as you saw, he was only able to do a little force push on the... it's not the Inquisitor, but the Inquisitor's guard.
Yeah.
He's fighting.
He's able to save that dude, though.
Yeah. So I think he's going to be okay, you're not going to be like you were in The Force Unleashed, where you're ripping the Star Destroyers out of the side.
No, definitely not.
Look, I've got the download on my Xbox. People can trash that game.
I heard it's fun.
If you just want a power trip, that's great.
Yeah.
Especially the first level is just literally find how many ways you can kill stormtroopers. It's the best.
All right, so yeah,
but it's gonna be good. I think the story looks good.
In summary, Celebration was awesome.
Also, do you think Vader kills Cameron Monaghan at the end? Because I think the story ends with you dying.
You think so?
You save something, but you also die.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think the second sister gets you.
I think maybe you get the second sister.
But then Vader ends up getting you.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I don't know if...
I think if you killed the second sister, Vader would come for you.
Yeah. I don't know if you... That would just suck. I mean, Arthur Morgan. Spoilers, but
yeah. Well, it's just like if he.
I don't know if he can do.
Is he going to get involved with the rebels? If he is, he has to die.
True.
That's the same reason Kanan and Ezra had to disappear, because they were so involved with the rebels in the show. And it's like, right, you're telling me these two guys, like, for Scarif, why couldn't they call these guys?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. It's it'll. I'm not gonna like. I don't know how it's gonna end, but I don't think it's gonna end well for your character.
I agree.
It'll be fun though. It'll be a great story.
Yeah, I think you can kill him, and then.
Yeah, as long as it's a good story. I don't think they're gonna make a sequel to Fallen Order, and if they do,
I'm ready for them to go into a different era, other than between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope. There's so much stuff jam-packed in there right now.
True.
From books to comics to
that's because it's such
movies,
a time gap, and
TV shows, video games.
I would like another. Like I know everybody says this, but another Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah,
RPG.
Knights of Old Republic, and then also go super far in the future, past all this.
The problem is you don't want to go in the future because, like, what if somebody has an idea? Like, because it kills your movies at that point. Like, because if somebody has an idea, then they have to, unless they just say, "Oh yeah, this really didn't happen."
Well, no, if you can go super far in the future, like when all of these people are just legends, and
I guess, but then like, is the technology still going to kind of be like the exact same?
well, if you look at Knights of the Old Republic and all that stuff, with Star
Technology's-
Wars technology,
Like-
it stays consistent.
It doesn't
It's-
really change.
So, Reddit thread I saw, a lot of it's like with Lord of the Rings, all of that technology, they don't advance technology. It's because it's a fantasy world.
Yeah.
It's fantasy and it's magic.
No, this is a long time ago
Exactly.
in a galaxy
Far away.
It's still this world.
It's fantasy and magic, and
George just got he got the transcripts.
it's fantasy and magic, and you don't have to.
You don't have to explain it.
Yeah, you don't have to
I
explain
agree.
technology. They do. I mean, some stuff they're better lightspeed engines, better ships, better
Yeah. So many parsecs.
different aesthetic, and
Yeah.
but
One thing I'll tell you I don't like about the new trilogy, that if they went to the
she's
future-
out.
Yeah, I told you. If they went to the future, I bring back the Sith.
I think if they do Knights of the Old Republic, they'll do the Sith. Like the one shot I want in a Star Wars movie is that one from that trailer.
Dude, it's so good. Where the Sith
All
into
the
Jedi
Sith.
temple.
You just get hundreds of lightsabers light up,
Yeah. It's
and then you have hundreds of other, and just a huge lightsaber battle.
yeah.
That's what I want to see, and then go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, your bet didn't hit,
Yeah.
but
Oh well. Hey,
all right, let's move on to Star Wars. We've been talking about Star Wars a lot.
that's fine. It's good.
It's great.
stuff.
Good celebration. Next week, biggest movie,
Ever. I'll finish your sentence for you. Ever.
biggest movie in the past
Ever.
5 years.
Look, you're mistaking your last two words for ever.
Force Awakens was pretty massive.
I agree, and I think this will be bigger.
Oh, it's going to be bigger. It's going to make more money, I think. I think it's going to beat Titanic.
Do you think it's going to be remembered better than The Force Awakens? People kind of soured on The Force Awakens. I still think it's really good,
Yeah, I do too.
but
But
people soured on it.
I don't know. Have people soured on Infinity War?
I don't think so.
Well,
I haven't heard many hot takes about Infinity.
all right. I think it's because this movie hasn't come out yet. When this movie comes out,
Then you view it as essentially one movie.
Yeah.
You view Infinity War and Endgame as
Yeah.
one movie.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't hate that take.
so if Endgame just sucks, people will.
What do you think? Do you think there's any chance it sucks?
No,
don't
I think there's a
any.
chance that. I think there's no way I'm not gonna like this movie.
Agreed. I think they've screen tested this and run it through the ringer. It's been done shooting for a year and a half now. Not
Yeah.
a year and a half, but at least a year.
Yeah,
Like
I think there's no way this movie I won't like it because I think this is gonna be the ultimate comic book come to life.
100%. 100%.
Yes, I think, and we haven't seen anything from it. I
think somebody put it all together. We've seen like individual shots, not like just trailer links added together and TV spots, but like the actual amount of footage we've seen is like 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes.
Yeah, and it's insane.
8.5 minutes of a 3-hour movie. Like you can't get spoiled.
What is your prediction for how much it's going to make this weekend or next weekend? This weekend, $0.
They keep adding showings. Like in New York, if you go look at New York, they have showings at 4 a.m. that are just sold out. Like it's close to being sold out. Like Friday at 4 a.m. Like I don't know, man. If people are seeing it like that, somebody at work told me the first like good showtime they could get it at.
It's 2 a.m.
No, like where it wasn't like they had to go see it in the middle of the night. It was like Sunday at like during church.
Yeah.
It was like the first time they could go really see it. I was like, good God, that's insane.
I think it's going to make... what's your money prediction? Give me
It's not going to make $300 million. I said that before.
It's really hard to make $300 million.
Really, really hard. 289.
289. So
289. I think that's about where you fell last time too. You were like 282 last time, I think.
I'll stay in the 80s. I think it was... We keep talking about the record. It's 250.
252. 252.
It's 252 is the record?
Yep.
I don't think he can blow it out that much. I'm going to say 270. 272.
I don't think Force Awakens was getting these. I don't think Force Awakens was getting these showings. Like
you're right, but I think that.
Okay, pull up. Did you have the theater pulled up earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Pull up the 2 a.m. showtime. I guarantee you it's half full.
Which is crazy, but I think there's other movies. Not other movies. Force Awakens. Think of Infinity War last year. It was the theater was full, and they had showings. Maybe not 2 a.m., but
yeah,
they had showings
it made 248.
No, it made 250.
Oh, 252. It has the record.
Yeah, Infinity War has the record.
Infinity War has the record. Star Wars: Force Awakens made 248.
I think it'll make I just wrote down 272. So,
all right, 272 it is.
I don't know where that number came from.
Yeah,
I think maybe those numbers will. The 2 a.m. showings, 4 a.m. showings will add up in 272.
Yeah, look, it's not a bad guess.
Nah,
it's not a bad guess at all.
But 289, that's a lot.
I also think if people start to hear like they don't have tickets to like I don't know 3-hour movie, but people start to see it on Thursday and Friday and it's like really really good, or the Rotten Tomatoes score comes out and the average audience sees it and it's like 95, 96. Like 92% or higher, I would say. People might be like, I don't know, maybe I should see it this weekend.
Yeah.
And that's when you see like the Sunday showings kind of filling out. The showings that aren't reserved seating, so people don't really know.
Right.
I think that's where it might get it up to where I'm at. I don't think it can make... I don't think no matter how...
Depends on the weather.
Is.
Depends on stuff that's going on next weekend.
True. What's going on next weekend other than...
You got playoffs. You got the NFL draft.
Shoot. The NFL draft. I didn't think about that. But I think people will work that stuff. And
yeah.
Because there won't be any Game 7s. It'll be the start of the second round.
Right.
So it won't be big. Like, it'll be important games, but not.
Yeah. Those are things that takes it away from me reaching 300. But next big question I have, we talked about this briefly. Mm-hmm. Best time to pee in this movie?
Never. Just don't even attempt it.
Just
in your pants.
In your pants. Wear a diaper.
Don't even wear a diaper if you're real.
Just piss your pants.
And if somebody says something to you about it, you say, tell them they're not a big enough fan. They wouldn't understand.
You don't. Yeah. Sorry. You don't understand.
You didn't pee your pants?
Dude, you're pissing your pants. What, you got a problem with it?
That's what all the cool kids are doing.
Yeah. It's a new thing.
Yeah, Billy Madison them. just piss your pants. That's what all the cool kids are doing. I can't believe you guys haven't pissed your pants yet. What's wrong with you?
But other than peeing your pants, she is out.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, she's breathing good. But
dead.
The cat.
Dead cat.
She was zooming around 10 minutes ago, and now she is literally just passed out.
Legitimately dead.
Dead cat. Dead cat. But no. So we were talking about.
I'm going to interrupt you here. We were talking about something beforehand. You might have been going towards this, but I kind of like your theory about like what you think happens at the very beginning, like with Captain Marvel that first time they go try and fight Thanos. Go ahead. Take the floor, sir.
All right. So we're saying the best time to pee is.
Yep. Go ahead.
It's going to be.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Early in the movie. I know.
Look, but that's the thing is,
it's going to be early in the movie. So if you've already peed.
Like
before the trailers,
pee during the trailers. I'm gonna pee during.
Pee during the trailers.
Pee during the trailers.
Like try to shoot for that last trailer.
Try and guess the last trailer. No, there's at least gonna be 5 trailers.
Yeah.
Pee during the 4th, just in case.
Yeah.
Pee when the 4th one starts.
Yeah. Pee during the 4th trailer. Then, so if we're thinking this part of the movie's in the first 30 minutes. So I think I can make it a 2.5 hour without peeing. So
I think I can make it all 3 hours.
I should be all right. I'm not gonna get.
But the last 30 minutes, I might be like, "What's going on? What's happening next?" I'm like, I'll be ready to get. Dude, the bathrooms will be insane.
So, but you got to wait till after the
post credits. No,
the first post credits.
Yeah, the first post credits scene. I'll get up and I'm gone.
I think so. This time to pee, is during they've released this clip. It's about 1.5 minutes long, if that. But it's when Captain Marvel and they're all looking at the. I think it would be great time to do it because we've already seen the post credit scenes for Captain Marvel. It's when Captain Marvel arrives at Avengers headquarters. That goes into.
Do you think she takes some of Black Widow's clothes when she changes into a black jumpsuit?
Sure.
Fair enough.
I did not think about that at all.
Come on, man. It's the little details.
The little details. I didn't think about that at all. Yeah. I think that is... So, from that scene into them talking about going to get Thanos to them saying, let's go get this son of a bitch, and then going.
Yeah.
Just like that. Just like that.
Yeah.
That is a good time to go pee because they've released that clip. You can watch it, and then when you go, you're like, all right, I know I'm not missing anything. But then I think it shoots into them suiting up and going, so you're not missing much anyway.
Look, I tried to tell you this after the first trailer, and we can run back the tape. Chris Evans' hair changes, very subtle changes several times. And I will die on that hill. It changes subtly several times. He's got, right when he shaves his beard, it's still... Infinity War, where it's long all the way over, long on top, long on the sides, and then it's.
Well, he's going to get a haircut. He's cutting his hair after he shaves his beard.
But even when they're on the ship the first time, his hair's still long.
We still don't know the whole deal with that.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. So I think, back to Captain Marvel. I don't think Captain Marvel gets killed by Thanos. I think her powers get taken away or something.
She gets depowered. He takes her off the table.
Yes, because she's been talking up, Brie Larson, have been talking up this big, the most powerful Avenger. Fury thought that bringing her on would be the best.
Yeah.
Like just change everything. But she just gets taken off the table right away.
Yeah.
Like, she puts up a small fight because you just don't want to just knock her away like a fly, but she puts up a small fight, but she gets taken out.
Yeah. I think she's eliminated first 45 minutes. Because you don't bring a new character in the last movie of the series for her to win the day.
Right.
Know?
I think in the last... there's just going to be a big fight with all the characters MCU in it against
At
Thanos.
the very end. She'll be back by the end.
Yeah.
I think she'll be back by the very end.
Yeah. But I think she gets taken out. Also, I'm sticking by this theory. I think they beat Thanos, but they can't do anything.
I think they beat Thanos. I think
they beat him down.
I think first act they lose.
No, I think they destroy him that first act. With Captain Marvel. Yeah. Just because, but they can't do anything. He keeps telling them, and like, nope.
I don't think they beat him down in the first act.
He gets rid of all the he does something to where he destroys the stones or sends them across the universe. And then they kill him, or he dies, or they just leave him. They realize that he won, and they can't do anything to bring everybody back. And that's when they go home. That is complete speculation, by the way. I don't know anything.
Look, buddy, I know less than nothing.
That's complete speculation, but I think that's.
I'm not saying you're wrong. That 100%. I just think it's first act they lose. Second, somewhere after they lose, Tony gets back. They go back, they win, but then the same thing you just said happens, where he's like, what? I can't do anything. Then somehow in the third act,
I think the first act. So Tony gets back, and that's when they go after him. Tony stays. I don't know.
That's a lot to happen in the first act. Like, I understand it's a 3-hour movie, so you get an hour, but that's a lot to even happen in an hour.
Yeah.
That's a lot to show the grieving.
Well, exactly. That's why they don't go back 3 times. I think
that's also probably a good point.
I think when they're grieving and everything is when they realize, well, we did lose. There's nothing we can do. And then there's a time jump. And then they're like, all right, we have a chance to do this.
Tony gets back before the time jump. Tony looks old in these trailers.
Yeah.
Like, he looks bad.
So, all right. I think that's the best time to pee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's where we started this.
Yeah.
Best time to pee.
But, all right.
All right, who's dead at the end of this?
All right, that's what I'm going to say who's alive.
Okay,
I wrote a list down here. Who's alive at the end of Endgame? Who's alive at the end game? Like that.
Yeah.
Like that. All right. Thanos, dead or alive?
Alive.
Alive?
Yep.
Captain America.
Alive.
Iron Man.
Alive. Dead. No, dead. Dead.
Black Widow.
Alive.
Thor.
Alive.
Rocket.
Alive.
Hawkeye.
Dead.
Hulk/Banner.
Alive.
Okay. So I'm going to...
I only have 2 dead guys.
Iron Man and Hawkeye?
Yep.
So Thanos, I'm going to have defeated but not dead.
Yes, I don't...
I think some cosmic entity is going to imprison him. Captain America, he's going to be not dead, but not available for any more move. Not retired and just living on Earth. He's going to be something. Something's going to happen. He's going to have to sacrifice. He might be in the Soul Stone.
Yes, I think yes. He's not dead. He will appear again later.
In about 10 years.
Yes, I agree. He'll be back after Chris Evans gets to go and do what he wants.
Yes.
Because I think that's what his absence is about. He's like, I played this character for 10 years. He's like big into Broadway. He's big into theater.
Yeah.
Like, he wants to.
He's directed stuff. Yeah.
He wants to do other stuff.
Iron Man.
Dead.
Alive. They already faked us out with his death in Infinity War.
I know, but I think that
you can't. Yeah, I don't think you can't fake us out with that and then kill him right away. So I think he's going to be alive, retired with Pepper, raising a kid.
Okay.
He be the ultimate man in the chair.
Fair enough.
Black Widow. Alive. I'm not going to. Yeah. Thor alive.
It could be in the past, but.
Thor alive because they're talking about Thor 4, more Thor.
Yeah. I mean, I just think,
which is what I want them to name that movie.
I think Thor Ragnarok was just too successful for.
Yeah. I think Thor is going to be a different character. Well, not different actor, but by the end of this movie, he's going to be. They haven't done unworthy Thor.
I think that's where they go next too.
Yeah.
But I don't know who's.
He needs to.
Who do you think's going to get the hammer?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Rocket dead.
No chance.
I think.
I mean, I could see where because his whole story is about how he's been looking for a family. He's had this asshole. He's been an asshole in 2 movies.
All his family just got killed.
Yeah,
I think same thing with Hawkeye. I think
Hawkeye's so dead.
He has a show coming out.
Except he has a show coming out. God dang it.
Alive.
Can I switch mine back to Alive?
Hulk, Banner, Alive, but no more Hulk.
Ooh, no more Hulk, like at all?
No more Hulk. There's a Professor Hulk rumors. I think they might do that for this movie, but they can't do that have him show up.
Too expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're gonna.
Rocket is my long bet here. I don't think if he dies, I would be upset, but that's my.
I think they've got to hit you harder somewhere. Something's got to hit you harder. They got to kill. One of the big 3 is going to be like dead. Like that was your last viewing of this guy, and the one.
There's no way it's a comic book movie.
I'm not saying it might be Tony Stark's, might be Robert Downey Jr.'s last. I'm not saying we won't hear his voice or anything, but like the character, he won't be in the suit ever again.
I don't think there's so much money that they can make with these.
But he
characters.
also costs so much money. That's part of they almost wrote him out. That's why they took the thing out of his chest in Iron Man 3 is because they didn't know if they were going to be able to afford to pay him for the next couple movies. They were like, oh yeah, that's the end of your story because you cost $75 million a movie.
Well, in 10 years, he won't cost $75 million a movie.
Yeah, maybe not.
We've talked about what.
I know they could bring.
They'll bring him back. I don't think.
I think he's dead. I think he's uploaded his conscience. He's the new Jarvis.
I don't think he's gonna die.
Fair.
They faked it out.
How much you want to bet?
I'm not putting money on it.
I don't have Rocket. Rocket would be a good death. Rocket would be they're gonna have.
If any of the big 3 have to die, I'll just say Captain America dies. He's a Superman character. They can bring him back somehow, but he's gonna die.
What if? Look, I've had a wild theory cooking.
Oh, wild theory alert!
Yeah. So I think Captain America dies in Act 1.
That is a wild theory.
I think he's dead in Act 1.
Do they get old?
They get Captain America from a different time, they go grab him at a time, and that's why Tony's asking him if he trusts him, because it's not the same Tony he knows.
Huh.
And his hair's different in that scene.
Okay. I
think that's my look. If you told me I think Cap dies. I think you get the.
And that might be what pushes Iron Man to do this.
Mm-hmm. I think Iron Man shows up after Cap's dead.
Okay.
But I could also be wrong because we see shots where it looks like he's looking.
That's a wild theory. I like it though. It's interesting.
I think Cap dies Act 1. I think that's what forces him. I think they go attack Thanos Act 1. I agree. I think that, but I think Cap bites it.
I still think they destroy Thanos or they beat him. They don't destroy him, but they
beat him.
I mean, you have Thor, Captain Marvel, Iron Man. That's a better lineup than
what they had before.
Than what they had on Titan. Then the Guardians and Spider-Man and Doctor Strange was the equal.
He was the big hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Just a little side note. The fight between Thanos and Doctor Strange is one of the best.
Yeah, I saw a nice thing about that fight is like the first thing that he learns from the what's
Ancient One.
The Ancient One is they trap the most powerful enemies in the mirror dimension.
Uh-huh.
And that's like literally the first thing he tries to do to Thanos, and Thanos just busts it.
Yeah.
Like that's like he throws the mirror, like he's trying to put him in the mirror dimension, and then it's just like, oh no, yeah, it just breaks it.
Yeah.
Or he turns it into butterflies. Maybe I can't remember.
He breaks it and then turns it all.
Yeah, and then shoots it back.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right. Endgame. Very excited.
Agreed.
They got our money.
All of it. I'll see it. I'll probably see it twice. I'll see it on Sunday. Probably. If I only saw Infinity War once in theaters, but that's because like
I might go back on like a random Monday night.
That's probably a good idea.
Where it's not as crowded.
Yeah.
Let's move in playoffs. So I've been watching all the NHL playoffs. This is the most I've watched of NBA.
Right now is the 10 minutes you've been here.
Yes. the amount of time I've been here is while the TV's been on. The NBA playoffs is all I've watched of it. But you asked questions about this. Tampa Bay Lightning got swept.
The Warriors would never lose after setting the most wins in the NBA. They wouldn't lose in the finals. They wouldn't lose in the first round.
No,
they would not lose in the first round. Who are they going to lose to?
I think they might lose to the Rockets.
They could lose. I think they're vulnerable this year.
Are they? Wait, who's in the West? Are the Bucks in the West?
No, they're in the East. The Rockets. If they win this series, they play the Rockets in the second round.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So I think if they win in the second round, they could make it all the way to the finals.
Okay.
Or they should make it all the way to the finals.
Okay. But yeah, your question, how does that happen to one of the best teams in the sports history? The playoffs are with hockey.
Wait, so let me just give it from my take from the NBA. It's like you have an 82-game season in the NBA.
They won 62 games.
Okay, how many games are played in the NHL?
82.
Oh, so it's the exact same.
Yeah.
Okay, so wow, that's the highest win total. Bums. No, but passing on that, Michael Jordan, the talent always rises to the top. And there's a reason that there's only ever been one seed upset in the first round, and it's because their star got hurt. It's normally over that amount of time, the cream rises to the crop in a 7-game series. They got swept. They didn't win a game.
Right. Yeah.
How does the talent how do they not find a win even in that?
This is the first time this has ever happened, and the President's Trophy winning team has been swept in the first round. First time ever.
Okay, so this is... But I feel also one seeds lose all the time.
Yeah. The Preds did it in 2017 to the Chicago Blackhawks. They swept...
My team.
They swept the Blackhawks.
Yeah, my team, the Blackhawks, got swept.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Not my team.
I think that was the last time. Last time they're in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, you killed them.
Sad. So, why this happens... There's so much parity in the league.
Yeah.
But still, the Lightning were the best team since there wasn't a salary cap. And there's tons of skill. If you just get into the NHL playoffs, you have a chance. Because all these teams you have skill from top to bottom. You can run into a hot goalie. Unlike basketball, you can't run into a lid on the rim you might not have a good shooting night, but that's one game. With hockey, a hot goalie can change or break a series. Or you have a player that scored 20 goals in the regular season, but scored them before the All-Star break, in the first half.
Yeah.
He can finally be turn it on and get 4 goals, 3 assists in a series.
Yeah.
And your whole team can turn it on and just ride momentum through series or two.
Yeah. And they just feed off that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Hockey's it's a much more emotional sport. A lot more you could do people have talked about. The Lightning were up 3-0 in Game 1. It started the second period. They're up 3-0. Yeah. There's a guy on their team who had over 100 points this year. He came in.
Is it the young
Kucherov?
Oh,
he's a Russian. But he took a shot.
Stamkos still play for the Lightning?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's older.
I'm big into the Stars. I know them all.
But he took a shot, went off the crossbar, would have put him up 4-0.
Yeah.
After that, the Blue Jackets came back and won the game. And people say that hit it off the crossbar, that turned the series around, and they barely scored after that. So it's crazy. Teams get hot, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
NHL playoffs. That's why they're best playoffs, I think, in pro sports.
I think they have the most parity in pro sports. I do not think they're the best playoffs. Don't on him, because I don't think it's Like, I think anyone can win, and if you consider that...
If you get in, they're the most exciting, and so that's most exciting playoffs.
Yes, I agree. I just think, like, once you get to the star power of the NBA, like, when you get to the conference finals, I don't think the first 2 rounds of the NBA playoffs are great. I won't stand up and say that. I think the hockey...
Well, no. If you make it into in the finals in any major sport, then the cream does rise.
Yes.
And the stars will put on a show.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens in NHL too.
Yeah.
But if you just got to you have to make it through the first 2 rounds. You have to beat these teams that get hot and beat these teams that have all the teams have star power that you can ride and take it to the next level. One thing I listened to Spit and Chicklets today, shout out, but they're talking about with the NFL playoff, with the NFL playoffs, you get a week, like the best teams get a week off to get 2 weeks to to heal, to study the team you're about to face, and get a lot of workout kinks and do practice. NBA playoffs, it's
the same as the NHL that you roll straight into.
But you're the best team. You're clearly the best team.
Yeah.
And the 8th seed usually
I agree. I will say this
NHL playoffs, if like I said, you can be the 8th seed and run right in and beat everybody.
Yeah, well, I think in hockey it's different where it's like you said, you could have somebody that like they were the worst team before the All-Star break or in the bottom third, and then all of a sudden after the All-Star break they sneak into the playoffs as the 7th seed, but really since the All-Star break they've been like the best. The goalie, nobody can score on them, and they're scoring 4 goals.
That happens, but it really doesn't matter. Nothing matters until you make it to the playoffs.
I think the Hawks almost got in this year by doing that. They were like the worst team at the beginning of
the Blues. The Blues were one of the worst teams, and they rocketed up, and they were one of the best teams in the NHL for a while. Yeah. But I wrote who do you think's going to win? I'm going to say it's going to be Vegas. And Vegas, I think, is going to win the cup this year. They're too good. I need to see who won between the Caps and Hurricanes tonight.
I'm going to take the Islanders against the Caps.
That won't happen. That's in the Eastern Conference.
I was going to say in the conference finals, and then out of the West, Calgary against.
They're down 3-1 in their first series. So
major comeback.
Yep.
Okay. Give me another West team in the playoffs other than the first team you said, Las Vegas.
Preds, Stars, San Jose, Blues and Jets.
I hate all of these teams.
Flames and Avalanche. Blues and Jets.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my Flames pick. The Flames against the Caps in the finals, and Ovechkin goes back-to-back. You see him knock out that guy?
Oh, yeah. That was the best. That was
incredible.
That's what happens. So that kid...
That's a soul on the court. I know
he was 19. Yeah, 18, 19.
Yeah.
And he probably grew up, like, idolizing...
Was he Russian?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Idolizing Ovi.
That dude's going to be telling his grandkids Ovechkin knocked him out.
But...
You see, he's going to save the teeth in the jar. He's going to say, you see these bad boys? Also,
he asked for it, though. If you watch the clip, he goes up to...
Everything I read about it was, like, he wanted to fight him.
Like,
Ovechkin wasn't trying to fight anybody. That kid just wanted to fight him.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to go... Oh, I forgot. Bruins and Maple Leafs.
The Leafs stink.
They're tied 2-2 in their series. So Hurricanes beat the Capitals tonight. Blues beat the Jets in overtime tonight.
So the Caps are down 3-2?
Caps are tied 2-2.
Okay.
Sharks are up on the Golden Knights. They're down in their series 3-1, though. Whoever wins between the Blues and Jets, that's going to be... They're beating up on each other, but they're both really good teams. Yeah. Hopefully the Preds can pull it out. We'll see. But I don't like what I've seen out of the Preds. I think the Golden Knights have been the most impressive, along with most impressive player if you have to watch, if you watch any game, watch between the Flames and Avalanche. There's a player on Avalanche named Nathan McKinnon who is 2 or 3 steps faster, better than anybody else on the ice.
2 or 3 skates faster.
Yeah, steps. You're still stepping.
No,
But
you're
you're stepping. You're skating, but he is still.
He's fast.
He is quicker. Has better shot. He's really impressive to watch. But yeah, so I'm gonna stick with my Golden Knights pick, and they'll play. Yeah.
Dude,
They'll play Columbus.
It's Calgary against the Caps.
Okay.
Book it.
That's a major comeback
Agreed.
for the Flames. All right. We'll move on to NBA. Who do you think is going to win that? The Warriors.
Warriors versus Bucks. Warriors in 6.
Okay. And all right. My laptop's
You don't want to have a prediction?
Warriors, sure. And
Fair enough.
4.
Yeah.
Four
So
or 5.
You don't watch Game of Thrones, but I do. And
So yeah, let's move on to what we've been watching. Trailers have come out. Netflix, Amazon. Let's talk about it.
all right, we'll just hit them. We'll do rapid fire.
Rapid
But
fire.
Before we do that, I got to get a quick takeoff that I heard from somebody. Is like the Warriors are the Army of the Dead in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
And they win every single time they show up on the screen. And then Kevin Durant coming to the Warriors is like them getting the dragon. Is like, how the fuck are you going to pick against them? Yeah, I got to see them lose. I got to see them lose before I pick them to lose.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my thing. So
They did blow a 31-point lead.
and they got to lose a series.
That is true.
And they're currently up 13 on that team, 16 before Jamichael Green, Alabama product, hits a shot.
Okay. That makes sense. I'll
Okay,
take that.
All right. Go ahead. What are you watching? What?
All right.
Give me 2 things. Only 2. If you only have to pick 2 things to talk about right here, what are they?
Have you seen Love, Death, and Robots?
No, I've heard it's very good. I want to watch it. Wow,
No,
Siri,
ma'am.
Siri getting
I
aggressive.
didn't even say Siri.
I know she's stupid.
Yeah.
No, I haven't, but I really want to. It's on my list.
There are about 3 episodes, 3 or 4 that I really liked. They were really cool that I want to see more of. The animation was really cool, but I think it was the first episode, and then a couple other ones. But yeah, really cool show.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in. I heard somebody gave me like 1 or 2 episodes, like a breakdown, and I was really impressed with it. So,
Yeah, it's
like,
cool.
from what I heard. So
That, and then something I'm excited about watching or have been watching.
either I want 2 things you want to talk about.
Oh, Love, Death, and Robots, and then Shazam.
Shazam. I also
We didn't give a review of Shazam. We both liked it. I think it's a good course correction for DC.
agreed.
Hold all thoughts. I'm not going to pause. You're just going to have to talk.
Okay, we're holding all thoughts. Oh, it's dying. It's the laptop dying.
The laptop is dying.
What are we at? What kind of percentage are we looking at here?
4.
4. Jeez, we're cutting it close.
I got a charger. Well, there we go. Boom. Charging up.
Okay.
I just had to move that a little bit. But
Yeah, speak on Shazam.
I think it's a good course correction for... Aquaman was good. Shazam is good.
Yeah.
I think it's a good correction for the direction DC needs to go. It's funny. It shows that the DC characters aren't all doom and gloom, which is I just don't understand why they did that. But
It's just a take. It was Zack Snyder's take on that.
yeah,
Like nobody else's movies had that except Zack Snyder. I personally like Man of Steel. I think it's good.
I do too.
Batman vs Superman could have been a million times better.
A million times.
But it was still an okay movie. And then Justice League was Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah,
Cobbled together. So
it's such a forgettable movie.
Yeah,
In what should be their Avengers.
100%. It's bad. It's a bad movie.
We all had fun with it.
No, we didn't. No, just you, not me or anyone else. It was. But yes, I think Shazam's good. Shazam's very good. I'm excited to see where.
I liked it better than Captain Marvel.
Yes, I if I had to recommend one or the other, I would recommend Shazam.
Yeah, I would too.
And it's not because I'm some sexist like guy or anything like that. It's just
Wow, we never brought that up.
better movie. Well, I see people on the internet yelling at people
Because if they say they like Shazam better,
Yeah.
if they don't like Captain Marvel,
Yeah, like a guy Paul Shirley, he does like Jobo.com. He like wrote a review and he gave like a lower score to Captain Marvel, and he just like took screenshots of his mentions. He's just getting hammered, and it's just like
I like Shazam better. I mean, Wonder Woman is one of my
Wonder Woman's
favorite
also,
movies.
Yes, it's a better movie than Captain Marvel. Like just because it's a female lead doesn't mean you have to like it.
I know, yeah.
And that's
Yeah, I agree. And Captain Marvel is fine. It's not my. I ranked it right in the middle of the 2021 Marvel movies.
yeah,
right in the middle.
I think that's about where it belongs.
Yep.
So yeah, all right.
All right, those are two things I want to talk about. Love, Death, and Robots is good. I would
I don't know
watch a couple.
I know I need to watch it. Are they short? Are they 30 minutes?
Oh, they're like 15.
Oh, good.
15 minutes is the longest one.
I might watch one tonight then.
There's some that are 6 minutes, some that are 10.
Yeah. Somebody told me there was a werewolf one. I want to watch that one.
That one is really cool.
Yeah, somebody told me.
Well, they're like werewolves that work for the U.S. Army.
Okay, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
The first episode is really cool. They're doing, it's like, it's kind of like Pokemon,
Yeah.
where you mind transfer into your monster,
Yeah.
and then you fight
Other monsters.
other people who are mind.
Yeah.
And like that one's really cool.
I'm
But,
in.
yeah.
I mean, I'll watch a couple tonight. I didn't realize they were that short.
Yeah, right. 14, 13. But then some of them's kind of weird just because it's Love, Death, and Robots. It's rated R, but it's animated. You get boobs. That's really the only reason some of these they're just random boobs.
Fair enough. Hey, people are into that kind of thing.
People are
these
into
days.
it.
Yeah.
But the animation's really cool for a lot of them. I liked them. There were a couple that were really weird and I didn't like, but most of them were. I would say there are only two that I didn't like that much. But
You think this guy got a long face?
Yes.
Garrett Temple.
Long face.
Very long face.
Definition of long face.
Oh man, I thought he missed that free throw. He got bailed out on a call. Jesus, the Warriors scored 41 in the first quarter.
That's scary.
And Boogie didn't even play. You know what that just means? More shots for Katie and Steph. You know what that means? Bad things for other people. But yeah, so, jeez, what a terrible call.
Yeah. All right. Give me your two.
Game of Thrones, of course, got all the way caught up on that. Bev got all the way caught up. We watched the episode. Very excited for.
It's all right.
People are allowed to have their opinion. Sometimes
It's an all
they're
right
allowed to be
episode.
wrong. Oh, the episode.
Yeah.
It was setting the table. It just set the table. It reminded you these people were doing this. These people are here. This is what we're doing. This is
Bran just stares at people.
He didn't move from that spot in the courtyard. Nobody. I don't know if anybody came up to him and said, "Hey, are you cold or something?" He just said, "No, I'm just gonna
Gotta go to the bathroom.
wait for Jay right here. I'm just gonna do it right here myself. I'm almost a man, barely human. So it just set the table for the whole season.
Yeah.
So it's really good. I'm just gonna drop like 2 trailers. I'm 2 for 1 because they're trailers as well.
All right.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Awesome.
I was already excited.
So
for
dumb,
it,
but so great.
It's just gonna be.
That was one of the best trailers.
I can literally for this movie. I can already tell. I'm just gonna turn off my brain and have a good time.
Oh yeah.
Which is like you were telling me, people online are saying, "Oh, this is stupid."
Yeah.
I'm like, yes. And
You don't have to.
And they know it's stupid, and that's why it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I agree.
And then The Boys. I was like, after seeing the first trailer for The Boys, I was like, oh, it looks okay. After seeing this, way more in. Like all my chips in. It looks,
Give us a little. What's The Boys about?
So The Boys are like, so let's say you have the Justice League or the Avengers, and you have these superheroes,
But they're total.
Yeah, they're the worst.
They're the worst.
They do drugs. They kill people. They kill people like behind the scenes. Like not because they're like bad guys just because, like, they feel like they can because they're superheroes.
Yeah.
They're like still save the world and everything, but it's like behind the scenes they're just taking advantage of people. And like there was one scene where like a girl's sitting on a guy's face and she's got like super strength, so she just crushes his face. Yeah, like while she's having an orgasm, she just crushes his face in the trailer. And then another guy who must be able to shrink, like, goes up a girl's pants. And Carl Urban the whole time is like, yeah, I'm the one who, like, when they step out of line, I put them back in line.
Yeah.
And, like, dude, Carl Urban looks so good in
I love Carl Urban.
He's got such great voice.
He does.
It looks so good.
I am excited for that. I am also excited for the Good Omens on Amazon Prime as well. It comes out in May.
Yeah.
Good Omens is one of my favorite books. That's a book I've read. I can't read, so shut up.
You must have listened to it on Audible.
No, I read it.
Don't believe you.
I read it. Look, Endgame next week. Read that. Male Voice. Read that.
I don't believe any of this.
Boom. I'm reading right in front of your face.
You're saying words.
Yeah. Aaron, can you read?
I can.
I don't think so. You just heard me reading stuff.
That's fine. Send me a text, and I'll read it.
That's usually audible. I usually have to
yeah,
send you voice messages.
You turn on dictation.
Yeah, I have to send you voice messages. This just in. Neither Aaron or I can read.
That's fair.
Neither of us can read.
Please,
We're illiterate.
If you send us money, it'll help.
Yeah. Well, this episode's brought to you by illiteracy.
If you have enough money, you don't have to be able to read.
That is true.
But I mean, we don't have enough.
What if you forget to read? Can you forget to? Is that something that you could forget? A skill you could forget?
Yeah, if you go into a coma.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't ever use it, then yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like I know how to ride a bike. Is it like riding? What skills? What is it? I'm very confused.
Yeah,
I'm hurting my head.
I'm waiting for you to get there.
I'm hurting my head.
You tried to read and it killed you.
It did. I mean, it kills you too.
No, it doesn't.
So, do you want to talk about the Final Four?
No, that kills me.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
I had never heard one of his songs.
I've only heard two: Victory Lap and one other one. I can't remember the name of it now. But, I mean, I didn't realize how involved he was with like the community and everything. And I think he was, from what I've read now, all the work he was doing. It was a tragic loss.
No, that sucks.
So, rest in peace.
Let's try to record more. We took a month off.
I won't do it. Once a month, unless we're gonna have to renegotiate my contract.
New thing, once a month.
Yeah, renegotiate my contract. Come with better offers.
Okay, all right.
Other than that, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
All right.
I can tell your allergies are starting to really wear on you.
Yes. All right. That's the episode. Check y'all later.
Peace.